Welcome to the South Florida Beekeepers, your quick dive into the world of bees, hives, and honey in the Sunshine State.
Hello, on this beautiful Friday evening, and today we're going to talk with our former president, and we're going to try to pick up a little bit wisdom from his experience to work with bees. So we're talking with Kevin Easton, like I mentioned, he's former president of Palm Beach County Beekeepers Association for already a couple times, right?
Oh yes, at least a couple times.
So
yes.
we'll figure out that. So Kevin, why you decide to be president? Why you push your easy time, free time at home, and try to help association to succeed?
Well, that's an easy question. Well, I love the bees, honestly, ever since I got them in 2009. I had a swarm move in, and I watched them, and I had just retired, so I figured, well, let me help the bees, okay? And so ever since then, I've been very involved with Palm Beach County Beekeepers because we need more people to volunteer and help this club survive. And I'm one of the people that definitely wants to help our club survive.
And population of honeybees in our area, which is important for pollination of all plants what we using, right? So how you start to be involved with bees?
Oh, well, that was easy. Like I say, I had a swarm of bees move in into my soffit of my house, and I watched them for a bunch of months, and I was like, oh, I was very fascinated with them, and I read about them a little bit. And then after a while, my friends did not want to come to my house because they were afraid. The bees were actually right over the top of my door, and they were afraid to come to the house because they didn't want to get stung. Well, the bees were very nice. So I called a bee removal guy, a live bee removal guy, of course, and he came over to the house, and I helped him rip the soffit down. Well, the bees were very nice. Neither of us had any veils on or anything, and I watched him vacuum the bees up, and I said, that's pretty easy. I said, I wish I could keep the bees because I really don't want to lose them. He said, well, I have a box in my truck, and I can put the box there. They might stay, they might not stay, but if they do stay, well, then you'll be all set. Well, the bees must have loved me because they stayed, and I was automatically a beekeeper.
Okay? And it was when?
That was 2009, right after I retired from Pratt & Whitney.
Wow, very nice. So because you former president, right now you involved with several projects in our association. What do you think most important to survival of our association?
Well, it's membership. We need members all the time to keep our club going, but the most important thing that I think is the outreach that we do for the people to try and teach the public about the importance of the honeybees and what they do as far as pollination. And there's all kinds of different fields. There's apiary, there's so many, there's pollination contracts.
Can you give example outreach just for audience?
Oh, as far as outreach, well, every year we go to the South Florida Fair for 17 days. We set up a booth, we bring the bees out every other day, we sell honey, and we talk to people about the bees. We try to get them to join our club, or at least be aware that they're not supposed to spray the bees, okay? We want to try and keep as many bees as possible around. But that's just one of our outreaches. We go to schools, we go to the county parks. We just finished up MacArthur Park over on Singer Island. Tomorrow I'm going to the Cox Science Museum and Aquarium to do an outreach. It's just a lot of fun for me. I enjoy watching the kids light up. I've watched kids grow up from 3 years old to 12, and they come back and they remember what I tell them, and I'm just amazed that people are so involved with this. And it's just a great hobby for me, and it's a great passion as well.
So just emphasize, if somebody interested to have you present bees, what they have to do in order to reach you, find you?
What you do is you go to Palm Beach County Beekeepers Association. We have an outreach page, and you request an outreach from us, and we will get back to you. There's usually a small stipend for the outreach, but if you can't afford it, we will do it for nothing. Again, we just try to get out there and teach the people, the kids especially, that are growing up. I believe the median age of a beekeeper is 53 years old right now, so we really need some young blood.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. And what personally you do with bees? Do you still keep keeping bees, or?
Oh yes, I still have a lot of bees on my property. I really don't try to sell the honey too much. I just try to grow them. I do a lot of bee removals, take them out of people's houses so that they don't spray them, and I try to save the bees any way I can.
Yeah, and just in case if somebody interested in what we have behind, so behind right now we on ground of Pine Drug Environmental Center, which doing a lot of educational work with kids, and behind us it's apiary, which association keeping in order for to educate our audience now, our students who come for meeting today, Friday, and today actually we have very nice presentation up here. So if public or anybody wants to come every first Friday at around 6:37, it depends, we have meeting and public always welcome. And if you like, obviously you can become one of us.
One
right?
of our members, that we
Yeah.
can be a keeper.
Yeah,
Right.
and this our group extremely friendly people. So if you really want to understand or you're afraid, come over. We're going to talk. We're going to help you to become beekeeper or at least involved, because we have several members who have relatively large amount of bees, and sometimes they need help. So, and even Kevin, probably if somebody come, you will never say no for help, right?
Exactly. In fact, I believe I was the first one to ever start a workshop at my house because I wanted people to be able to put their hands inside the hives. A lot of people are afraid of the bees. They're afraid of getting stung. And if you don't do it, then you will never become a beekeeper.
Exactly,
So,
yeah.
so I've had many workshops at my house to try to teach people, and I let them actually do hands-on. I'll show them how to open up a box, and then I'll usually hand somebody a hive tool and say, here, you want to try it? And most people will jump back because they're afraid to hurt the bees or crush them. You're going to crush a bee or two. Believe me, I've killed enough bees in my life, and I hated to do it, but again, you're trying to keep the hive alive, not just one bee, and that's something that people do not understand. Getting back to this apiary here, if you do want to come, we open it up early in the summertime so that you can actually come and we inspect our hives once a month at least here to make sure that our hives are looking good. So.
And same time you're going to have education how to handle bees without
Exactly,
any
yes.
problems.
I try to get the people to actually, yes, get their hands inside the hives.
Actually, just for some of you who are going to see this video, Kevin is biggest money maker for association, and we very grateful for time and energy what he put in his work, practically everywhere, outreach, fair, and so many places. Right. Yeah, thank you, Kevin.
Well, thank you very much. Like I say, I'm doing it all for the bees. It's just my love.
Yep. Thank you.
Thank you.
Very good.
Today's buzzword of the day is swarm.
Well, I'd like to, let me define a swarm, okay? And it might get a little bit long because a swarm is generated from a hive that is overfulled, and they want to expand their family, just like all families want to grow. So a swarm will actually develop, and they will take off from this hive, and they'll take the queen with her, and they'll go find a new house to live in. They will actually leave some eggs so that they can actually raise another queen, and that queen will actually take over that hive. That's if everything works correctly, okay? Sometimes it doesn't work correctly. The queen gets eaten by a bird, or gets crushed by a car or a frog or anything like that, and so now that colony that was left will become queenless, and if you're not a good beekeeper, you will not notice that, and your hive will die because there will not be enough young eggs to re-queen that hive.
So practically swarming is natural way for propagation of colonies.
Exactly.
Only not
do
all the time people capable or capable to catch swarm or for whatever reason. So even today we have a presentation which related to splitting bees, so splitting colonies, which is practically artificial swarming of bees. Yeah.
Yes.
And obviously in order to do that you have to have certain level of knowledge, understanding, and so forth.
Exactly.
Only that's practically swarm, that's how naturally
It's natural.
bees,
It's a
yeah,
natural way of growing your hives. Yes.
amount of hive and take distribution of bees on a particular area. Very good.
Exactly.
Thank you, Kevin.
You're very welcome.
Thanks for joining us on the South Florida Beekeepers. Stay sweet, stay curious, and keep your hive healthy. See you next time.